What's going on YouTube? It's Giga here bringing you some more Series 10 Wi-Fi battles with live commentary. We are once again using my Yveltal team that I did feature in my 5 rental teams video for this month. Make sure to check that out if you haven't already. It does have some really cool teams that I hope people will enjoy. So looking at our first matchup, it is a Tornogre team. So we do see Golisopod with Tornadus, Kyogre, Raichu with Kartana, and Garchomp. So there is a lot of scary stuff here. I do like Yveltal a lot. It handles Golisopod very well. It can deal with potential Kyogres. Kartana doesn't have the best matchup into it. Shedinja's great. Their only answer is Kartana. So once we can get rid of that, we're in a very good position, and Garchomp, but we'll see about that. I like Rillaboom. I think the two of them provide really good synergy. Let's bring Shedinja, and then Dracovish is tempting. Dracovish, I'm going to try Dracovish. I think Toxapex does have to worry about Garchomp a little bit, so I think having something that can deal with that a little bit better is going to be ideal. So let's kind of see how this 4 plays out. I think it will give us kind of the best option. Kyogre is always very scary, but we are in a position where we can do very well with, what is it called? We can do very well with, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. With Shedinja in the end game, sorry. We do get the Dark Aura off. Raichu, okay, so Raichu does have faster fake out, which suggests to me, what, you fake out into Rillaboom. So I would like to, I'm going to Sucker Punch into Kyogre and swap into Shedinja, because you shouldn't have a way to touch Shedinja with either of these Pokemon, so getting that in for free would be really nice. If we can Sucker Punch Kyogre, perfect, yep, into Shedinja. This will let us get a Sucker Punch off onto Ogre to, wow, that did way less than I would have liked it to. Yveltal, God, that is quite a bit. Okay, so we do see leftovers, which is great, because what that means is, no, we swap back into Rillaboom, and we, both of your answers, or all of your answers for Shedinja are physical. So what I want to do, actually, let's first make sure I'm on the right Pokemon. We're going to swap into Rilla here, and we're going to go for a Will-O-Wisp onto the Raichu slot, right? Because you cannot stay in with Raichu. Yep, we are going to see that. I'm guessing into, okay, Tornadus. Tornadus is an option. Let's think. We do see just a straight Origin Pulse, which is always exciting. We should take that fairly well. Not as well as I would have liked. We will connect with the Will-O-Wisp onto Tornadus, and so what I'm expecting is Kyogre to protect, and yeah, I'm expecting Kyogre to protect and Tornadus go for a Hurricane to try and pick up a knockout onto Rillaboom. So what I want to actually do is I want to fake out into Tornadus and go for a Shadow Sneak onto it as well, just with the idea, hey, let's get some chip damage onto it. They do make a very good play, which I wasn't expecting, and they just straight up attack with Kyogre as they reveal Ice Beam, which does make sense, right? Like, why bother if you have that option? We can now, what, we bring out, what do we do? We can bring out Yveltal. That Origin Pulse did a little bit more than I would have liked. We... No, because you probably Tailwind into... We have to Oblivion Wing. Let's Oblivion Wing Tornadus and protect Shedinja. We need an Origin Pulse miss on Yveltal, which is a little bit not what you want to go for, but also like not the worst thing in the world. We are going to actually just see a straight up Air Slash, which is great for us, right? Because if we can recover enough to survive Origin Pulse, then we're in a really good position overall. We also have denied them a Tailwind, which is really great. We know they have Raichu in the back, which can't touch Shedinja either. Yep, okay, that will come out. You probably want to bring out Raichu here. Yveltal should live, barring a crit, which we do. We love to see that. So the big question, yeah, is what do you have in the back? I'm guessing it has to be Kartana or Garchomp, right? You can't afford to not have either of them. You could bring out Raichu here. Raichu would be a good call. We do see Golisopod. Let's just go for the Oblivion Wing into Golisopod. I think it does get knockoff. I'm not going to chance it. I'm just going to go for a Protect here to try and do some scouting. Oh, we went for... Okay, great. That's actually really good for us. That's actually huge. I totally forgot about that, but you know, it was a read. This will let Yveltal crit. I don't think it mattered too much. Yveltal now will be in the position where it can easily survive another Origin Pulse from... Oh, they're just going straight for the Ice Beam. That's totally fine as well, which we do survive, which is great for us. They get a crit in return, so it does work out. And now we just have to deal with Kyogre. I mean, not Kyogre, with Raichu in this endgame. We do have access to Burn. We also will, once Yveltal goes down, be able to bring out Dracovish to go for big Fishious Wrens into... we don't even need Fishious Wrens. We have Psychic Fangs. So we can go for... We could make the swap. Nah, let's just go for a Snarl, as well as let's go for a Will-O-Wisp onto Raichu, just to kind of scout things out. And yeah, I think my opponent recognized, hey, I can't beat Shedinja in the endgame, which was a really interesting call in my opinion to not bring either Kartana or Garchomp. I think Garchomp in particular had a fairly good matchup, so to see it left behind I think was a very interesting play. But I mean, I don't know, it is... Let's see. Golisopod actually shocked me when they went for Sucker Punch. I didn't actually know it had a way to hit Shedinja, and I think even if I hadn't protected, they would have just brought me down to Focus Sash, so it would have worked out. Prankster Thundurus, yeah, they did go for Air Slash. Very interesting set here. No Protect, which was something that I had considered. We do see Kyogre with no bulk, and we just did that little with... I thought I had leftovers. What? Am I just getting things confused? Interesting. It is Sea Incense. Oh, it's recovering from grassy terrain. I know how this game works. Raichu, yep, had the Focus Sash. Yeah, no way of dealing with Shedinja. We will see Kartana. Yeah. Oh, your Kartana can't touch me either. Oh, yeah, but you do have Rock Slide on Garchomp. So Garchomp was a very interesting choice to not bring. Especially, yeah, it is Scarfed, which Rock Slide was such a great option into my team. But, I mean, it is a choice people make, and I guess I do understand that. But very good game, and yeah, let's just keep rocking and rolling and move to the next one. All right, battle number 2, and it is Calyrex Ice. So this is a pretty tricky one, right? It is going to be Gothitelle, Hitmontop, Serena, Calyrex Ice, with Milotic and Volcarona. Stack Attacka is incredible here. I do kind of like Dracovish. I like Yveltal lead. I like Yveltal. Toxapex, not really. Let's do these two. Right. Ow. Shedinja and stack. Well, we have to worry about Volcarona. Volcarona is really the only thing that Shedinja has to worry about here, but that is still a pretty risky position. Let's do this, right? We are going to threaten huge damage onto Calyrex either way. We either have Crunch from Dracovish or we have Foul Play. If you want to set up Perish, like that's not even... You could do Hitmontop with Goth, and like even then, that's not necessarily the worst position to be in, because what, you just get double Fake Out, and then what, like nothing super exciting. Sorry, I just noticed something, but let's see. Calyrex, I think it will be a pretty tricky matchup, but Sucker Punch... Oh, they have Serena, but we have Foul Play. Love that. Gothitelle, Milotic. Okay, so... We can't go for... Oh, it's Frisk. Interesting. So we have a free Oblivion Wing here, as well as a Crunch on a Gothitelle. Right, like worst case... Okay, we are going to see Protect here. I think that that's fine. You just want to do some scouting. I'm guessing you're going for an Icy Wind from Milotic on just to get some speed drops. And that's fine, right? We do, like I said, we do have access to... Wow, that is really good damage. Oh, because it's a crit. God. Coil. Okay, Coil. Coil is a little scary. Oh, Leftovers. I was like, wait, is it getting some kind of boost that I didn't know about? We could... We could just hit into Milotic for the knockout. Let's go for that. I'm not intimidated by Goth. And I'm guessing this... I'm hoping this double up will pick up... It'll be close. No, because we got a crit. So if they can recover, that is... Yeah, if they go for a recover here, that's scary. We will see a Hypnosis onto Dracovish. That's fine. Unless you have a secret... I mean, Gothitelle could go for a Hypnosis. We will see Trick Room. Okay, so that's fine with me. We do have Stack. I am guessing you attack with Milotic. Let's do this. This is a potentially risky play, but I think it has the potential to be fine. Just kidding, they go for a Protect and read me like a book. Still fine, still fine. Hypnosis, Psychic comes out, perfect. We can't even Shadow Sneak. We still go for a Sucker Punch here. And we go for a... Let's Will-O-Wisp into Goth in the event you switch out into Calyrex. Oh, you're just trying to keep coiling. That's scary. Hypnosis into Shedinja. That's fine. I'm gonna go for a Foul Play. Let's foul play it. The Milotic does have an attack boost, so that should help us. We should have just gone for an Oblivion Wing in all honesty. I think we can still live a hit. Actually, we swap into Draco, and we just try to wake up and hit a Will-O-Wisp onto Milotic. We will see a swap out into probably Calyrex. Yep, here comes Calyrex. That is... Calyrex should not be able to hit my Shedinja. Unless it has some like weird kind of tech. But we have seen what? Coil, Hypnosis. I'm guessing two sort of attacking moves. Coil, Hypnosis, Protect, and Scald. So Milotic isn't an issue. Shedinja is still asleep. We potentially lose Dracovish here. Let's go for Crunch. Let's Crunch Calyrex and go for a Will-O-Wisp onto Calyrex as well. Just trying to deal some good damage. We will see Glacial Lance come out. I don't think that that will KO Dracovish. It might. Is it neutral or +1? Survey says it is. Oh, so clutch. So clutch. We do see a Muddy Water come out. So if you miss Dracovish, which you don't, life is sad. But we do have important information, right? We know that this Milotic cannot touch Shedinja. And it doesn't have good recovery. God, I hate everything. There should be one more turn of Trick Room left. Nope, just kidding. Trick Room returns back to normal. We can go for a Foul Play with Yveltal onto Calyrex. And just try to deal with... Or do we O-Wing? We could just O-Wing... No, we have to pressure. We have to go for Foul Play on the Calyrex. And we have to... We could Ally Switch. Because that could cover potential Hypnosis. Let's go for that in the event that you... Interesting. Double Protects on Calyrex? Yep. Shedinja wakes up. We do reveal Ally Switch, which I think is fine. We have Foul Play there, which suggests to me now that you are going to switch out Milotic. I mean, not Milotic. You're going to switch out Calyrex, so we can... Let's... This is like real feels bad. I don't like this play. I actually really don't like this play. But, yep. Okay, great. We do see Calyrex swap out. I should have doubled it. Doubling it would have been really nice. But now we can break a Sash on Gothitelle. Oh, and we know it's Muddy Water, right? We know the attack from Milotic is Muddy Water. So I'm actually not super worried because it isn't going to do that much damage. That's a solid amount of chip. As Oblivion will hopefully pick up the knockout onto Milotic. It's not going to pick up the knockout onto Milotic. Is that a crit? Critical hit. I think it's a little bit unfortunate, but I think given the amount of chip that it would have done, means it doesn't really matter too much in the end. We will see Calyrex come out. There is the fear of Trick Room. Or, not Trick Room, a Fake Out from Gothitelle. So nope, I'm not going to do that. I would like to Will-O-Wisp here. And then go for a Foul Play onto this Calyrex. Just in the event that you do... Oh, wow. No Fake Out. Just straight up letting me have Calyrex. Which is fine. Probably a... Oh, you were probably expecting the Sucker Punch. But there wasn't a reason. You're probably going for a Trick Room? Or Hypnosis. Okay, Trick Room there. So I'm guessing... You were going for maybe a double Trick Room? I guess you could have been going for a double Trick Room. I don't know what my opponent exactly was going for in that situation. I also don't know why you wouldn't bring out Serena sooner. I felt like Serena was such a good option overall. But now we do have a Will-O-Wisp into the Serena, as well as an Oblivion Wing. And that should let us recover, even if you go for something like a triple axle, as long as we hit the Will-O-Wisp, we will be in a good position. But I think, yeah, once again, my opponent did recognize, hey, it's Shedinja, not really much you can do. I am curious about their team to see what their answers were for that, if any at all. Because I feel like, yeah, not everyone even has a Shedinja answer. But, okay, we can see, we do see Gothitelle with Frisk, with max HP defense, Psychic Fake Tears. interesting choice. No fake out there. I kind of disagree with that moveset, but I don't know. Fake out, Sucker Punch. So interesting choice once again of no Hitmontop because it did have a way to hit Shedinja, but we could have also just gone for Will-O-Wisp and Protects to stall out. We do see Serena with Payback. So it's like they're, I mean, I think, yeah, in our position, we still would have been fine because you would have had to hit twice and we could have just done damage, whereas this Goth couldn't deal with Yveltal at all. We will see Calyrex, yep, standard high Glacial Lance, high horsepower, Trick Room, Protect. Milotic with Muddy Water Coil, Hypnosis, Protect, yeah, giving up ice coverage for other things. Interesting choice, but you also would have built up to where Foul Play would have done a ton. Volcarona, interesting once again choice to not bring, but I guess it is very scary looking into Yveltal. And then yeah, we are back to this. So great show once again of Shedinja. I think Yveltal also put in a lot of work, but yeah, let's just keep rocking and rolling and move to the next one. All right, last battle of the day, and it is Solgaleo. So this is a potentially really interesting one, right? It is Solgaleo with Indeedee, Incineroar with Chandelure, Urshifu, and Whimsicott. So Yveltal has a field day here, right? Yveltal deals with the Solgaleo, it deals with Indeedee, it deals with Chandelure, it deals with Urshifu, it deals with Wimmy. So great position. We cannot bring Shedinja because Solgaleo ignores the boost. This is actually tricky. We could do, I like Yveltal Rillaboom. I think having access to Fake Out to stop any sort of potential shenanigans is really nice. Probably Dracovish and Stakataka. Right? Toxapex is tempting, but not knowing the set on Solgaleo makes it hard because they can carry things like Wild Charge, or I don't think they have Earthquake. Let's bring Rillaboom. Let's stick with this for. I think it'll be a good showing. I am glad that we have been playing against a bunch of different restricteds, and I'm also glad we don't have to bring Shedinja to this game. I felt like a lot of them just end up being, hey, it's Shedinja and you can't do anything about it. But Solgaleo obviously can with Sunsteel Strike. It definitely has that. We will see Solgaleo next to Indeedee. So what I like U-turn. We can U-turn into the Indeedee to pivot out, as well as go for an Oblivion Wing, which should pick up the knockout. That lets us reset terrain to Sucker Punch into Solgaleo. Psychic Seed does make that a little bit tricky. We can... Yeah, let's do this as well as a U-turn onto Indeedee. We are fairly attack heavy, so good read. Great read. You know, I can't be mad. We are probably about to lose Yveltal. Survey says, oh god. I totally forgot that Solgaleo. This just reminds me of when I was using Solgaleo. Its damage output is just, it's so lackluster. There's just no good way to put it. We don't, unfortunately, KO Indeedee. Which means what? We could bring out Stack. Let's bring a Dracovish. It just hits things hard. And now what? We go for a Foul Play onto Solgaleo as well as a Vicious Rend. And I think that should be fine, right? There's no way to cover for both of those. We could, no, because I want to preserve Rillaboom. Because if you helping hand, we are going to see the follow me, which means Dracovish will KO Indeedee, and then we might keep Yveltal. We do see Psychic Fangs into Dracovish. Dracovish, I don't care about. I want to hit you with a foul play. That's going to do a lot of damage. Survey says picks up a knockout there. Love to see it. So, okay, that was great. We are now up 2-4. We do have Scarf Dracovish as well as Yveltal for just massive amounts of damage. We will see a Chandelure. Perfect. Yveltal is going to just love all of that, as well as Ensign. And this is great, right? Ensign can't even go for a fake out right now onto my Dracovish because of the fact that we do have the Psychic terrain up. So we have essentially... I'm fine just to go for a Snarl. I don't expect to get it off. We do have a Vicious Rend into Incineroar, so we can pick up the knockout there. And then we have potentially a 3v1 versus Chandelure, where we do have Stack Attacka, as well as obviously a Yveltal. And we can change the terrain to let us go for Sucker Punch and make it so they cannot attack. We do see, yep, the fake out come out. That's totally fine. Dracovish will be able to... Didn't expect to see that. I'll tell you that much. Did not expect to see Incineroar live, but that's fine. Dracovish will go down. Thank you for all you've done. We bring out Rillaboom now, and what we can do is we can fake out into Ensign, and then Sucker Punch into Chandelure. This actually got a little bit more tricky. We can do that, and we can protect Ensign, or protect Rilla, right? I expect to see... We should be able to KO with an Oblivion Wing. Right? This should... Rilla took... Oh, wow. That Ensign is so bulky. I was like, oh, Vicious Rend didn't pick up the knockout. Everything is in defense, but no. Heat Wave will come out. Yveltal does tank that with the Assault Vest. We will see a Flare Blitz into Yveltal. Yveltal does go down. Ensign is damaged by Recoil. We have Stack. So Stack has Rock Slide, which is obviously very good. I really wish we had knockoff on Rillaboom right now. So the play is to Trick Room for sure. And then Grassy Glide is going to do more damage. We want it to be spread. This will break any sort of potential Focus Sash on Chandelure. Oh. That did a ton. Heat Wave. Both of them survive, which is great, because now we're able to set up Trick Room, and as long as we hit Rock Slide, we should be good. We do take another Heat Wave, which is going to be really beneficial for us. Yeah, I think, like I said, as long as we hit this Rock Slide, we should have it in the bag. Because, yeah, now we're just playing a game of, like, are we going to hit things or are we going to miss? We will hit another Grassy Glide for really big damage onto the Chandelure. Rock Slide, unfortunately, is going to miss. They are going to double connect on Heat Wave, so we will lose Rilla. Stack Attacka will hold on. And so now we can risk... I don't want to risk a Gyro Ball. Alright, Gyro Ball is not very effective. I'm going to go for a Rock Slide. If they have Protect, that is going to be really great. Yeah, I didn't expect Ensign to live. In all honesty, I didn't account for that. Chandelure is going to Protect. I'm guessing what you're trying to do is you're trying to stall out. You're trying to stall out the Trick Room to make it so you can hit first. But then you're risking a double Protect. Yeah, I mean, we just hit Rock Slide. I don't think there was necessarily a reason to protect. Yeah, you got to go for a Heat Wave. This is hard. You could risk the double with the idea that, hey, you're avoiding the flinch. We do hit the Rock Slide, so this should, yeah, definitely close things out. That definitely felt a little bit more tense than it needed to be. I think the fact that Instant survived not only the Vicious Rend from Dracovish, but it subsequently survived the Oblivion Wing from Yveltal was absolutely terrifying. I really want to see that spread. Solgaleo, max attack, max speed. Yeah, so you had a way of dealing with me. You did have Wide Guard, which could have played a pretty big role. Psychic Seed on Indeedee, pretty standard set. Assault Vest, oh, that's why. Assault Vest on Incineroar, and wow, literally no defense investment. And it still just ate up that hit from Dracovish, which is shocking to me. Chandelier, Focus Sash was there, so great. We went for Grassy Glide to break any sort of sash. Trick Room protects Heat Wave. Interesting that I'm shocked they didn't try to reverse it. It didn't make sense. Urshifu Water. So actually a shocking choice to not see that. Wimmy, pretty standard. Sunny Day, pretty cool, but irrelevant here. But yeah, overall, really great games. We will play one more with this team tomorrow, and hopefully, like I said, try and get some more games with other teams to upload twice a day. But yeah, until next time, I hope all of you are wonderful, and I'll see you then.